Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ameerah and I'm so excited for this video because I have been experimenting with so many new products for this past month of May, and we are already inching into June, so this is my May favorites. I know a lot of people think, you know, favorites videos for like monthly favorite videos are kind of redundant, but for me, maybe this is bad because I do shop a lot, but I am always looking forward to sharing with you guys what I've been loving for the month and what products that I plan on restocking on, and you know, just different things. I'm always looking for the best products for makeup and skincare and just body care and all of that type of stuff. So for me, this is always an exciting video to do. Like I said, this will be my May favorites, where I have been trying out for a longer amount of time the products I got from the VIB sale, and a lot of those were skincare, as I told you guys before. So I'm excited to let you know from that purchase what products that I've really been loving, and as well as makeup that I have been buying this month, what makeup products I can't seem to put down. So if you are interested in seeing what I've been loving this month, keep watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you are subscribed, as well as clicking the bell button so you are notified every time I post new uploads to my channel. I've been getting a lot of great feedback on my videos lately, so for all those that comment and like and actually watch my videos, I know sometimes they're not the shortest videos, so I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and join the family. We would love to have you if you're not subscribed yet. And without further ado, let's get into the favorites. So I'm going to start with skincare, and this first product I featured is Counterpart in my April favorites, and now that I've been able to sort of try this out for a longer amount of time, I'm so excited to share with you guys the Sunday Riley Luna Night Oil. This is just amazing, along with Good Genes that I featured. It's a oil that you put on your skin before you go to bed. It has a control top sort of drop dispenser where it can basically, you put the amount that you want on your skin and you just massage it in. It does have a blue color to it when you first put it on, and then once you massage it in, the color fades away. It leaves my skin very soft, very supple. When I wake up in the morning, my skin feels soft, it feels hydrated. I don't feel like this tight dryness in my skin. Since I've been using it, I will admit that I haven't been able to use it every single night, because sometimes when I'm tired, like I just fall asleep. Like, you can ask my family, I've always been like that. Like, if I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. I don't care where I'm at. So there have been, you know, middle of the night, so I'll freak out and be like, oh, I didn't get to, you know, put on my Luna Night Oil this night. But for the most part, I have been using it frequently for May, and it's just a awesome product for the skin. If you haven't used it yet, I definitely recommend you use it. I got mine in the, what is it, the transformation kit, I believe. I'm up here talking about transformation. This is the Power Couple kit, and I got it during the VIB sale haul, and it's definitely worth it. I would definitely buy this again, even if I had to buy it without a sale or a coupon, just because my skin has responded so well to it. If I can, I don't like to break the bank on skincare, but skincare for me is just something that is just, I'm not willing to negotiate or cheap out with for products that I know that my skin is responding to in a positive way. So this is definitely a repurchase for me. I love the way it has cooperated with Good Genes to just keep my skin just looking younger and clearer. I can definitely see the difference between my skin before and after I've been using it. So this is a definite repurchase for me. This next product is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Toner, and this was something I actually saw online. I actually did get this during the sale as well, but they didn't have it in store, so I had to get it online. And can we just get into how Fresh always does these beautiful rose petal infused inspired ones? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has like rose petals in it. And I just think, I don't know, it's just something about that just makes me feel so girly, and it just looks so pretty. I just love this. But I have been using this every single day for the month of May. I'm not kidding. And look how much I have left. Like, I have been using this every single day, and this basically just tones your skin, it hydrates your skin. I don't really have, well, I have a subtle dryness problem with my skin, so toners and things like that aid in hydration definitely help. And I think it also has aided in evening out my skin tone. Sometimes my skin just has some uneven parts, and it's usually my T-zone is the same, and then the perimeter of my face is a little uneven. So this has really helped my face have that even tone that I really like, and it's just created a better surface for me when I'm applying my makeup. I can just see the difference. You know, my skin has definitely improved since I've been using these products, and I know part of that is definitely going in with the toner every single morning. I usually put this on, and then I'll wait for this to sort of absorb in my face, and then I'll put on good jeans afterwards. I just love it. I mean, it's just, I really don't know what else to say other than it's a really good toner. It is a little expensive, but I'm telling you guys, this is why y'all have to use these sales for skin. The makeup is always going to be there unless it's like limited edition, but for me, I don't want to put makeup on a rough, patchy, uneven face. I want to have a good face first and then worry about the pretty stuff later. So for me, this was a definite purchase. I think Fresh is a great brand for skincare, and they're so gentle. This is very gentle. It does have a little smell to it. It actually smells like flowers. Like, it's not like, you know, Bath and Body Works, like a flower perfume. It smells like real flowers. Like, if you ever smell like a real rose or real petal, that's what this actually smells like. This also has a control top diffuser where it has like sort of a pinhole right here. I don't know if it'll show up on my camera, but it has a pinhole right here where you can put this on a cotton ball, which they suggest, or you can put it on your fingertips, which they also suggest, and it comes out very slowly, and it comes out little amounts at the time. And like I said, I spill stuff like nobody's business. I'm so clumsy, so I definitely appreciate that, and I think that that's part of the reason why I haven't used more of this, because it has a control top. So for clumsy people like me, you don't overuse and you don't waste product, and for something of that price, I'm glad that they do have that. So that is something that I'll definitely be using, and if you haven't tried it yet, if you're on the market for a toner, then definitely try that one out. For makeup, my first favorite for May is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I'm in the shade Ginger, and I initially tried this out in my first impressions, and I did like it. The only thing that I didn't like was that it had claimed to be a foundation and a concealer. However, after going in with a color corrector and a concealer to sort of mildly conceal some of my hyperpigmentation that's under my neck, it still didn't cover those areas where I had hyperpigmentation, and that was after even having a color corrector and a separate concealer to help with this. So I was a little taken aback by that, and those claims are still true. This hasn't changed throughout the month, but I will say, for just the overall appearance of my face, this has been one of the foundations that I've been, every time I wear it, I've been noticing on my videos, and even when I go out, that when I wear this, I'm always asked or always complimented about my makeup. And I have really been into like just sort of more nudish type makeup this month. I haven't really been doing a lot of crazy things with the makeup, so I know that the compliments are usually coming from just how my skin looks, and this has definitely been one of those products that I haven't been able to put down. I don't have it on today because I'm trying to wean myself off of some of these products, but this has definitely been one of those products that every time I wear it, I get some sort of compliment or some sort of like, what are you wearing on your face? And I like this one because it does have a foundation and concealer claim, and it's priced at a concealer price. You know, usually foundations, especially in Sephora, like even though Clinique is a little more on the inexpensive side, it's still sold at Sephora, and chances are most of the Sephora products for a foundation are at least like $30. This is $28, which is less than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is not nearly as big as this. And I love the fact that it has a wand. I wish all of my foundations had a wand like this. Kind of reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape concealer wand, where you can basically just apply it on your face as a concealer and you don't really have to worry about spilling it out. Now usually when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I'm very picky. Usually it's always a few colors that I'm just not in love with, that I don't like, and for the most part I haven't had one eyeshadow palette that just every single shade was just a home run. But this particular palette, the Urban Decay and Jean-Michel Basquiat Gold Griot palette, has definitely been a palette I have just refused to put down for the month of May. This whole collection was inspired by Jean-Michel Basquiat, who was an artist based in New York City, and he was just a phenomenal artist. I do have a get ready with me going into the details of this whole collection. I'll leave it as a card here. This is the Gold Griot palette, and yes, this is his work on it. Again, you can hang it by the little like hook that they put back here, and you can actually hang it as artwork if you want. But for the purposes of this video, I just want to tell you guys about these colors. I have not been able to put down this palette. Not For Sale has just been my new boo. I have put this in my crease as a transition almost every single time I've done my makeup. Is always followed up with Levitation, which I use to blend out any harsh lines. I have used this palette so much. I love the fact that towards the beginning of the palette you have some neutrals, and then towards the bottom it starts to get a little more fun with colors. So I feel like, and even the colors like are up my alley. So I feel like this is one of those palettes that if you are more on the neutral side but you like to have a little bit of fun with color, this is definitely a palette that you don't have to reach for multiple palettes in order to do a complete look. Next is the Basha White Charcoal Mattifying Setting Spray. When I first tried this out, I was not a fan. It left white spots on my chair, it left white spots on my palette, and for the most part when I sprayed it on myself, it didn't leave white marks, but white marks like spots appeared on my face when I sprayed it. So I was just like, nope, I'm not messing with that. But I told you guys that as the weather warmed up, I wanted to try this again because one, there's not a lot of setting sprays that really keep me matte. Like when it gets hot, I sweat like unbelievably. I sweat a lot, and there are times where I do want to wear makeup. For the most part in summertime, I don't even wear makeup that much because I haven't found a setting spray to keep me matte. But I have been putting this to the test again in the recent weeks, and because it's been so warm here, it's been like 90 degrees, and I have really liked this. One thing I'll say is that I have to shake this really well before I use it. I found out that's the only way to make sure it doesn't keep white marks on my face, but this has definitely kept me matte to the point where even sometimes I get a little annoyed with it now because it'll kind of matte out my glow a little bit. Like if I'm doing like a sort of super highlight, it'll kind of mattify my highlight. So if you're into like the glowy highlight, I would say put this on first and then put on your highlight, because this will mattify that as well. And like a matte highlight for me just looks kind of weird. So for its purpose though, it definitely does its job, and I love the fact that it has kept me matte, and I have been putting this to the test and I stand corrected. It's one of those things, it is fickle. You think a little chug like that is going to keep the white marks away, you have to really shake this. And last but not least is this volumizer I got from Hijab Loft. This was also a part of my purchase when I ordered from them. This I have seen this so many times on so many different websites for purchasing hijabs, and I just always ignored it. I was just like, this is a waste of money. Like, who would want to have this? But this definitely has helped with creating different looks for my hijab that I didn't really think it would play a part in, but it definitely has. Firstly, if you're into turbans, you definitely want this. It just creates a volume and height for your hijab. For turbans, this is a must. I don't even try to wear a turban without this anymore, because my turban a lot of times without this seems to fall, and because it doesn't have something stiff to keep it up, like my bun in my hair is usually very tight, so it's not a big beautiful, you know, bun. It's usually tight because I want my hair tight, because I don't want my hair creating like a puffy scarf, you know. So it kind of just helps. I don't know if this is making sense, but for my sisters out there, hopefully you understand what I'm saying, that this has definitely aided in volumizing the scarf. It adds height, it creates a sort of wrap shelf where it just keeps everything in place. And it's one of those things that I really didn't think I was gonna like or even need, and I said, okay, I'm gonna try it out. And I see why so many different hijab websites feature this as something to purchase, because it does add that security with your hijab. And I think this has been one of the elements that helped me in my hijab haul video to not have to use a lot of pins, because it had something, the hijab had something to sort of sit on and lay on, so I really didn't need a whole lot of pins to keep everything in its perfect place. So hopefully I got that across well. I just don't, I know it's like a weird thing to show, but it's definitely one of those things that I've been wearing every single day when I've wanted to have some height to my hijab or have a wrap my hijab in a turban. It's definitely kept everything just like sitting perfectly, and I know it's because this has been part of just the back of my hair, adding that volume where I need it. So guys, those are my favorites for May. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up so I know that you like videos like this, and this also helps my channel and attracts more people to checking out my videos. If you didn't see the products that you've been using this month in this video, please leave a list of them below so you can let me know what products I need to try out, and hopefully I can try them out in time for my June favorites video. If you haven't checked out some of my previous uploads, here are some videos here on the screen that you can check out and see what kind of videos I've been putting up, and let me know your feedback on those videos as well. I love it when you guys comment and let me know what your thoughts are and things like that. I definitely take it to heart, and I'll be sort of including those comments and that feedback into videos to come. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.